What do you guys think about No Nicotine November? In the Netherlands we actually do Stoptober. I think it started in the UK and probably has a website with information. The success rate is big and every year more people commit to this. I did this last year cold turkey after smoking for 20 years and happy to say this is my 1-year smoke-free anniversary. Glad to have done it and never going back. If you can quit for a month you are on the way to quitting forever. Nicotine is extremely addictive. It's been 3 fucking days and I am gonna hit the next person who says hi to me. And hashtag X200B. It's going great. Smiley face. It's I. Doing crack RN. Brilliant idea. Although if you can make it 1 month, why stop there? No shave, no nicotine, no nut. What can I do at the Thanksgiving dinner table? You guys are killing me. Alliteratively killing me. Everyone is gonna be cranky as fuck all month. Good news is, I'd have alienated all the people I have to buy Christmas presents for. Well, I've been doing no nicotine 92 to 19 and it's looking good for November so far. This is already a thing in the UK called Stoptober. Quitting smoking was one of my best decisions. I was a 2-pack a day smoker on weekdays and 3 on the weekends for about 6 years. What you have to realize is that it is not as physically addicting as it's made out to be. That's marketing making you believe you are a bitch, when you are not. It is mostly a strongly formed habit with some physical and psychological addictions. Want proof? How often do you wake up in the middle of a deep sleep to have a cigarette? Sure, I've woken up and had cigarettes in my life, but it wasn't habitual for me to rip out of sleep to get smokes. Heroin addicts have this issue. You aren't as physically addicted as you think. People lose their shit if they haven't smoked for a couple hours but can sleep for 8. It's more mental than physical. Regarding habits, I was a 2-pack a day smoker. 40 cigarettes at 3 to 5 minutes per smoke equals 2 hours to 3 hours and 20 minutes per day. Outside of sleeping, there was no single thing I did more than smoking. It was a hard habit to break. Also, I know I'm not free from it, at least, I'm not above it. I won't fuck around with any nicotine. No shisha bars, none of that shit. There are hooks in those old habits and they are dying to grab onto some tobacco. Fuck that. You can quit. Do what you need to help yourself break those strong habits and kick those pussy addictions ass. Be strong and stay strong. I knew I was free of cigarettes when I heard the verbiage change in myself. When someone asked me, do you want a cigarette? I was responding with no, I don't. Thanks instead of no, I can't right now, because I'm quitting. When someone says, oh come on you can have one. I was able to say of course I know I can have one. That's super easy to do. I'm choosing not to have one. I don't want one. Thanks. Good luck, quitters. Don't let nicotine make you its bitch. Save that money. Redirect your frustrations to new habits. Cravings come for the first year or so, because that habit is still there in spirit. You just have to outlast that craving. It will subside and eventually disappear completely. I have been free of nicotine for over 10 years now and I don't ever think about it. Another pro tip, instead of feeling like you can't do something others do when you see people smoking, what you have to tell yourself is look at what those people have to do just so they can feel normal or comfortable. I can feel just as good as other people and it cost me less, both in money and physical damage to self. In a fucked up way, when I see people smoking or drinking, I feel a little bad for them that they have to do that to feel normal. Imagine if world apocalypse hit us. On top of coping with that terrible situation, these people will also be clamoring for some smoke. Also, the same attitude works with alcohol. Good luck. Sounds like a great way for smokers to try to stop smoking tbh. Why not no nicotine forever? It's a great concept that could possibly extend lives. Anything's better than No Nut November. Not bad, but what about Do Drugs December? As a 19-year-old non-smoker/non-drug user, this sounds actually possible unlike No Nut November. Sweet, that means I won 3 years ago. Thankfully been nicotine free for 3 years. Quitting is possible. Just came to say an uncle of mine used to smoke 60 cigarettes a day. If he can quit, anybody can. Withdrawal. We've just had Stoptober here in the NL, but I'm all for people quitting smoking, so why not? As someone said on Twitter, November is an awfully difficult month. You can't nut, you can't shave, and you gotta write a 50k word novel. This makes the challenge even trickier. Fuck, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm smoking a cigar RN. I thought of this too. Not a bad idea, honestly. For smokers, I imagine that will be even more difficult than No Nut November. Much more logical than No Nut November. I already failed it. I prefer No Prohibitions November. Why deny yourself the pleasures of life? That's what we have October for. Stoptober. I got into vaping through friends early this year. I used the Juul and averaged a pod and a half a day for months. What motivated me to quit wasn't health risks but the money it was costing me. At first I got around that problem by buying bottles and refilling my pods. In my last month of vaping I spent only $25 using that method. But what then motivated me to quit was the psychological impact it had on me. The constant cravings to vape, and the micro withdrawals that came with them weren't worth the hype, and with how much I vaped I practically wouldn't feel a thing most of the time anyways. I threw the vape away when I ran out of juice and raw dogged the week or two of acute withdrawals. I knew what to expect, and didn't have much problem getting through it, knowing that my irritability was simply the result of quitting and that it'd be over soon. What keeps me from going back is the money, and knowing that I'd just have to go through withdrawals again. I still smoke hookah on occasion, will smoke a cigar or cigarette, take hits of friends' vapes. The trick is just never letting yourself have free access to too much. 100% abstinence is not necessary, at least for me. Do what you want. We have Stoptober here, loads of people try to quit smoking in October. I prefer No Talking November. Great, love it. Hi, I am going to use this on my smoking husband. We just had Stoptober here, November is No Shave November. In Norway we have a month like this, it's actually just past Stoptober. The last time I used tobacco was September 30th. Not gonna lie, it really sucks to quit, but it slowly becomes worth it. I loved Copenhagen snuff with a passion. It made shitty days good and good days great. but I grew tired of the rising costs and the way it was interacting with the cold I had. Also, who wants to be controlled by addiction? I went cold turkey. Anyone with questions, don't be afraid to ask. We really should do more to vilify nicotine use. I never understood why people started smoking to begin with. It tastes and smells horrible, makes you cough when you try it for the first time, it's expensive, and you're willfully putting your life and potentially that of those close to you in danger. Dying sucks, cancer sucks. Not only for you but for your family, your friends. And for what? An addiction and a few minutes of feeling good. So, TLDR, I stand behind anyone who is trying to quit. I can see the headlines. Man dies smoking 62 cigarettes on October 31. I'd rather we stick to No Shave November for prostate cancer awareness and quit all the other bullshit. Some more, possibly equally popular, suggestions. Joyless January, nothing that'd give you any joy allowed. Absolutely nothing. If that includes your loved one, well, tough luck, you gotta split for a month. Fallacies February, anything goes, no sound reasoning required for anything. Your coworker wants you to take over his shift because you smell and he has a nice ice cream cone hat? Perfectly reasonable. Got a parking ticket because it's the third Tuesday in February and also you're a rotten bastard? Perfectly fine conduct and reasoning. More March, whatever amount you usually would use for anything, it just isn't enough. From coffee milk to vinegar for your salad to the amount of clothes you wear. Everything should be at least doubled. Annoying April, everyone tries to annoy one another as much as possible, all the time, every day. Make money May, whatever anyone does it has to earn them money somehow or be beneficial to that a great deal. No more doing anything for free, suckers. No slacking. Junk June, no undies, no pants, no nothing to block the view on your junk for a full month. Hope you got something nice to show. Good luck on public transit. Jabby July, it is now perfectly legal, and required, to jab people, just a brief, firm punch whenever anyone feels like it. Must make daily quota of 3. Alliteration August, any and all announcements/accounts and anything alike as alliterations. Overtime October, employees can be booked to as many overtime hours as their boss decides. Nuclear November, overreact. 2. Everything. You go nuclear about absolutely anything. Decay December, you're not allowed to throw away anything, from food to dead pets or relatives, everything just remains where it is. You can still add new things of course, just not discard anything. Not even gonna attempt. Fuck off with all your stupid no whatever the fuck months. With trivial things like No Nut November, I never even heard of No Nicotine November. Friendly reminder that you don't have to wait for a certain date or month to change your life for the better. Much better. I like it. Let's call it No Nicotine November. r/breathing buddies. Sucks. This isn't really gonna solve the nicotine problems that teens have. Yes. And #X200B. Also, r/breathing buddies. Sounds great. No Nic November has a better ring to it. I quit with the help of nicotine patches. Yes. Impossible. On the other hand, I did get sick in November for 3 weeks straight, coughing up a lung for 2.5 weeks, refused to smoke a cigarette, and after those 3 weeks cigarette-free I used that as a head start to quit. I'll ponder it over my cigar. No FAP November is already hard enough. I hate it. P. I don't know why every month now has to have a thing. I think arbitrarily not doing something for month is dumb. Same as anything else November. Don't give a shit. Fuck that. What y'all doing for do drugs December? I think most smokers would tell that month to fuck off. Shut your dirty mouth. No, but and now this? Let's just do straight edge 2020. How about no? I'll tell you what I think after the smoke break. Makes me want another ciggy. I think Somoen's going to die from withdrawal symptoms. I'm not into it. If you don't smoke, you won't need No Nicotine November. Pretty cool movement imho. No Nicotine September is what it should be. You can fuck right off. Cold turkey is the way to go. Random dude at the bar said the only way to quit was not to light the next one, and it just made sense. A long weekend of shutting myself in with civilization, addictive game, and I've been Nico clean for 18 years now. Remember, it only takes 48 to 72 hours to completely rid your body of nicotine. Everything else after that is habit. No. Nope. Nah. Neem. No, but in French. Daga, Kotoru. And hashtag X200B. Fuck you man, just no. Fuck that. Beats No Nut November. Yes, finally something I can win. Anyone got any tips for a social smoker who quit 20 a day but now smokes with alcohol once a week? It feels almost worse the next day because my body does not know how to handle it. Sounds terrible. Unable to win that if you currently are a smoker, but I will love it. You're about 3 packs too late. It's fine. Why is this question on the front page? I think those no something something month gigs are stupid. Every rhyming no underscore 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 November is fucking gay. Practice temperance, great. Don't force me into it just because it kind of rhymes with the month. When I look at the clock I don't say oh, would you look at that, it's anal 3:30, go ahead and bend over. If you make it, you will have hacked up a lot of lung cum. I wouldn't recommend it. I always win it. BC I never smoked. I smoked 4 times in October. I'm trying my heart out. Also smoked weed every day for maybe 10 years and have not touched it in 4 weeks. I have a talkative partner, 2 crazy kids and dying grandparents right now, plus 2 jobs, and Christmas is coming stress. You can do this to people. Would everyone just please stop with the no underscore 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 November crap? Just stop. The entirety of Vienna just scoffed. I'm already not allowed to shave or FAP in November. I feel like people should pick another fucking month for their random peer pressure events. Don't fuck with my snus. I'd rather be around a withdrawing opiate addict than a nicotine one. The histrionics and drama with nicotine addicts when they don't get their fix is astronomical, and I'd rather not be the focus of your insane abuse in the quest for a pack of cigarettes. It's not even just the individual addicts I know, it's been a trend across every nicotine addict I've ever met. Any date in November counts, as long as it's in the first week to quit or decrease smoking. Quitting smoking would be preferable at most. I am for this. Who is with me for going up to our leaders and saying, hey, can we have No Nicotine November be an official thing please? I reckon there should be a new FAP November where you jack it to something you never have before. Broaden your horizons. Didn't know it existed, but if it does, it's necessary. Not gonna happen. I have to settle for gradually reducing the amount. I've stopped other addicting things before, and I know damn well what will happen if I try cold turkey. I'll just relapse and do it even more, and the whole experience will be much worse. But I'm certain it'll succeed as long as I don't go too fast. Anyone who smokes or vapes should do so. This could be the perfect opportunity to get rid of this morbid habit forever. As someone who has smoked for 7 years, from 13 to 20, I know for sure that smoking cessation is one of the hardest things one can encounter in life. I stopped smoking about a year ago because I had to witness what every smoker is trying to ignore. I lost both grandparents in quick succession. Both died as a result of smoking, and they died slowly. Seeing how the cancer took humanity from them bit by bit, seeing how they despaired of dread and clinging to my mother like little children seeking help, and seeing my mother crying in helplessness because she couldn't do anything else than holding my grandmother's arm and wiping her blood from the mouth day after day. Something in my mother broke when her mother, my grandmother, died. The consequences of smoking not only hit you, they hit every person who loves you. No cigarette is worth risking your life and the love of your family. I have dyslexia and I am not a native English speaker, so if I made a lot of mistakes in this text, please correct me. Best of the November challenges / dares / trends. 9 years smoke-free. Nicotine is gay. I think it is, and I will probably get possible backlash for this. Way better than No Nut November. I feel it should be a month when we try to battle any sort of addiction, not just smoking. Binge eating, drinking, maybe even hurting ourselves. It'll still be No Nut November for those of us who are addicted to sex or masturbation. Suddenly, all months are November. How about no November? Just everything no. I don't smoke anymore since June. Sometimes I say and now that would be good to smoke a fucking cigarette, but it lasts just a second. I feel much better no smoking anymore. High schoolers failed already. I actually found out the day before Halloween that I'm pregnant, so I'm happy to be an active member of NNN this year. No way that 15-year-olds would give up their jewel. Shit. I can't FAP, I can't shave, and now I can't smoke. I can feel you coming for my junk food next. How about no nicotine never? Northeast no nicotine ever. Been doing this challenge my whole life.